Alright, all it's a very straightforward one today. Misinformation online, and there is a lot of it, okay? Lot of it. First and foremost, you need to work out every day. No, you really don't. Growth it comes or happens during the rest period. So if you have 7 days a week, naturally, say work out for four, rest for three. Preferably not three in a row. Maybe I don't know, do what I do, they call it TTS. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday rest. You know, I mean, I know it's not always possible, but if you can, try and work out a system where you get either a day on, day off, or a day on, day on, day off, day off, day on, kind of thing. But growth and look, on your rest days, that's the only chance that your body has. On a rest day, it's the only chance your body has to recognize what it's gone through and what has happened to it. That's where muscle growth comes from. That's where muscle density is very obvious. It's where your weight loss becomes very obvious. So rest days are important. Do not need to work out every single day. That'll cause more harm than anything else. 2, weigh yourself 3 to 4 times a month. Absolutely not. Under any circumstances, do not do that. You want to fix it on a scale more so than actually what you're doing. Scales are great for a start off point. Say you have your biometrics done, and your biometrics says that your starting weight is 100 and, okay, there you go. Actually, mine was 164 originally, right? So, okay, I had to start off there and work down or work from that. So I knew where I was starting from. But apart from that, I didn't fix it on scales. One, it's a waste of money, and two, you become so hyper fixated on the number that you lose track of why you're doing this in the first place, and you start to go taking things to extremes. So, excuse my language here, but whoever said that is a fucking retard. Point blank. Gender only workouts or machines. Fuck you. No such thing. No such thing. Every exercise is designed so every single person on the earth can do them. Whether you're sedentary or not, whether you're like an athlete, if you have a disability or an ailment, you can still do that exercises, but you may have to alter somewhat. There's no such thing as gender-only machines. Fuck you. Walking does you no good. Bollocks. Complete bollocks. I lost almost 7 stone just from walking, because when I was that big, I could. Confidence wasn't there to get into the gym. So I decided to walk a lot. Well, I tried to average out about 20,000 steps a day. It's not always possible, especially in Ireland where it rains all the fucking time. So walking is great for cardiovascular, it's great for mental and physical health, it's great overall. It's whoever thinks this is, so, as I said, fucking retard. You won't/can't lose weight after a certain age. Also, complete fabrication. Absolute complete fabrication. I started losing weight when I was 39 years old. I'm now heading towards 41. I'm gaining muscle mass. I've lost a little, close to 9 stone. It's possible. It's always possible. It's just a matter of your variation of how you get to it. It is always possible. Okay, you will always have to count every single calorie that you eat. No. You really, no. Again, starting out, it helps drastically because you'll know how much overeating that you're actually doing. But after a while, say if you're going to an event, X and Y, coming up now in 4 or so days is St. Patrick's Day. I'm definitely getting a few drinks in. There's no point in me saying I'm not going to. I'm going to. That's once a year, so I'm not going to bother counting the calories that day. You won't gain like a mass amount of weight overnight after one little bit of a vavoom. You won't. Now, if you turn this vavoom into 6-7 days a week, you're guaranteed to go back to where you started or worse. So you don't have to count every single calorie that you take, but it does help to gain a good habit so you know where you went wrong in the first place. Definitely count them in the in the beginning, count them as you go on. You won't really find yourself doing that as much as you actually did. So, okay, you can eat what you want and lose weight if you follow X program or plan. No, that's absolute bollocks. The people who are selling you this are only doing it because they want to get money. That's it. Where's the pattern come from? No. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about their wallet and nothing else. They're doing you more harm than anything else here. They really are. You're not going to actually do anything. Anyone says they have lost is a fucking liar. Absolute liar. You have to keep in track how much your intake versus your outtake. Calorie deficit is where weight loss happens, and that is actual factual. There's no around. There is no point in saying that's like no incorrect or it's correct. First hand experience. I went from a 164 down to 101 because I followed a plan knowing that there was a calorie deficit involved. I was going to lose the weight, and now I'm a personal trainer because I knew exactly what. Anyway, bullshit. Sugar is the worst thing in existence. Almost every food, almost everything edible has sugar in it. Fruit has sugar in it. There's sugar in almost fucking everything we eat. Okay, so that is, again, crap. The problem is the amount of it that you're intaking. That's always the problem. The diet is all about portion control and self-control, but that kind of goes hand in hand. Sugar is not as bad as people fucking think it is, and same way carbs aren't. Your carbs are converted to energy in the body, so again, you have to eat proportion-wise, and common sense goes a long way with half of this stuff, but the influencer fucking spastics who are telling you this are just that. Spastics who are trying to get money out of you and not, they don't give a fuck about you, they don't. It costs a lot to eat healthy and you'll always be hungry. Partially true. It can cost a great deal of money depending upon where you're shopping for it. If you're shopping for like brand name stuff, it's going to cost a lot more money. The belief is the brand name has higher or better quality stuff. Not always the case. Sometimes yes, but not always. Own brand stuff in shops can work just as well. The rule that I've seemed to notice in shops, and this seems to be in the majority of supermarkets, is the outer ring of the shop is where the healthy food is. The inner ring is where all the crap is. All the processed, all the junk food, all the absolute shite is in the inner section because it's more colourful. And as a psychological ping, as it were, people don't tend to really fixate on the outer ring unless they're counting the coins, which is where the cost comes into. It can cost a lot of money. It really depends upon what is your diet is. I would say try own brand stuff. It really helps in terms of cost. You'll always be hungry. That would depend on what you're doing. If you gain muscle mass and you're trying to cut, yeah, you're going to feel hungry more often than none. Again, first time experience here. I'm hungry pretty much 24/7. But that's because the eating habits I had back then, I'm still losing. Because I like that 164 kgs from a man who was 5'11", 6 foot. I used to eat like an absolute slob, and I'm still losing those habits. I've gotten a great deal better, but I do still have that bit of junk food once or twice a month. So that's not an issue, like, and that to a lot of you it might sound like it's very little. Okay, fair enough, but honestly, once you gain the habit of changing your diet, you realize just how much crap you're eating, how it was only a temporary fulfillment. Because half an hour later, you're hungry again because you actually haven't ate any real carbohydrates, any fiber, any nutrients in your body. None of it is there. So it will cost you more money depending upon your dietary needs or restrictions. With eczema, it's much easier because the diet is so much more limited. So it's easier cost-wise, but not in any other way. You will be hungry if you're going to gain muscle and cut at the same time. Next to impossible to kind of not be hungry doing that. If you're just looking to lose weight, you will be hungry because you're changing dietary habits that you've been used to for the last X amount of time. But that will change. The hunger levels will diminish because your stomach has no longer been over-expanded. It's now gone back to where it should be, which is about the size of a person's fist. So, that which again, sounds like nothing, but you'd be surprised how much you can fit into that, okay? You really, really will. Losing weight, becoming healthy, and so on is fat phobic. Fuck you, cunts. Yes, it is. I'm happy to say it is. I am phobic against being fat because I was there. I was unhealthy as fuck. I was borderline type 2 diabetes. I had skin tags. Skin was fucking shambles and shit. I was healthy enough to kind of get off the couch and go to the oven. That was my level of health. I had pizzas to myself because I had shit fucking habits. Body positivity, while was never something I was into, and now even more so, it really fucking isn't. Acceptance of being fat, fuck off. You're not doing yourself any favors by trying to fall into your delusion of being fat, being obese is healthy. No, we all know it's not. So why are we following this bullshit trend? Okay, well, it's not. Lose the weight. Okay, fuck you. Lose the weight. Finally, remember, I'm not doing this for your fucking approval. You're making the change for yourself, not the person next to you, not the person at work who's been throwing snide bastard comments at you. Sorry for swearing so much, but I'm getting angry now. You're doing it for yourself, your own health benefits, your own life longevity. I can't say that word properly. Life longevity. You're doing it to benefit you, not the person next to you, the person over there, whoever it is. Fuck them. Not literally, but fuck them. They're not worth your time. If they're throwing shitty comments at you, get rid of them. They're not putting a benefit to your life in any shape or form. Clock them at the door. On a final note, you do not need to completely cut out everything in your life in order to be healthy. There are certain things, as I said, on Paddy's Day, I'm having a few drinks. That's absolute, I am. Just fuck it, right? Christmas dinner, if you celebrate Christmas, Easter eggs. Again, Easter. Easter is one of the most abundantly over-indelicate, what am I trying to say at all? It's a day where people go ballistic on chocolate for no valid reason. Like an 8-foot Easter bunny bring around eggs in a fucking basket. It always creeped me out, but that's not my thing. Chocolate is fine. In moderation, as I said, everything is fine in moderation. Sitting down, I've seen people, I did this myself, I'm saying. I sat down as a kid and I ate between 8 and 13 eggs to myself, as well as the little bits inside the eggs, the Smarties, Maltesers, what have you. And that was why, as a kid, at 13 years old, I was close to 22 stone weight. Not that anymore. Oh God, far from that now. So it's really, have the day, have the event, the barbecue, the family get together, enjoy your meal, whatever it is. Just keep in mind that you don't always need a second plate. You don't need to spend 3 or 4 hours at the barbecue, at the family gathering, at Christmas, indulging yourself by gorging on plethora of things. You don't. Just have your fill, know when you've had it, and that's it. What I found is, eating off a smaller plate tricks your mind into believing that you've gotten so much more. Like, well, that's not a plate, but like the little plates you get, the wheel serve ones. You can pack that up and have like a 700 to 800 calories, which is a very good dinner, and it looks like you have like 6,000 or 7,000 calories because it's stacked up on it. But that's just one dinner, and it looks like there's a fucking mound of stuff on it because, strictly speaking, there is. It's a mound of food on it, but it's healthy food on it, so it's fine. Go for that, lads. Enjoy yourselves. If you like this, guys, let me know. I'll be back with more stuff. Because to me, the misinformation out there is abundant. Now, I don't know every single thing because I'm starting out, but I do know this is bollocks. Absolute bollocks. So I've done the opposite of all of this. Here I am. Still taking. Oh, one body note. I always wanted to kind of have that swan neck thing going, that slim, yeah, right? Yeah, I haven't got that. That isn't genetically me. That's not possible for me to have that. I took a while for me to get in terms with that, but again, your body image for yourself, not just the world, has to come from your inner works. It's all about knowing that you are getting healthy and you're getting stronger. Life is so much easier when you're stronger. There's a quote for you. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. I will see you guys in the next one.